Howdy folks, this is Checkers back again with another Fallout 4 video. Well, this is something a little different perhaps this time. I've been doing the Let's Plays which have been deep in story for the last several episodes, and I wanted to provide an alternative for those folks who couldn't or didn't want to watch the story portions in the Let's Plays. So we're going to call this Wandering with Checkers or Rambling with Checkers. And we're just going to take my higher level character and wander through the Commonwealth wasteland and see what we can find, and maybe just kind of generally talk along the way, see what kind of mischief we can get into, what kind of secrets or strange things we can find, and what rumbles across my brain as we go along. And I hope this will be a fair substitute for the folks who really want to see more of Fallout, just the world itself, and aren't able to watch the Let's Plays. And let me know how you feel about it. I'm going to put a poll in the video. I guess I'll put it up right now. You probably see it coming up in the upper right hand corner. And basically we'll see if, yeah, this is a good idea, you'd like to see more. No, this really doesn't seem like something that you want to see more of, or maybe, let's find out, we'll watch some more. More choices are always better. And let me know what you think, and please do vote if you have any opinion on this either way, because I really do look at the polls. They are the most clear indication of how you feel. Comments matter too. I do read the comments, but to be honest, it's sometimes harder to sort out exactly what someone means in the comments, and the poll is very clear and defined. So please, if you can, vote. It really does help me to make the choice of what to do, given whatever the poll's question is. Okay, all that being said, let's look around and see what we can find. As it so happens, and this is actually quite coincidental, I am in the same general vicinity of the Let's Play. So let's kind of wander away from that. Although, I've probably been through this rocket before. 5 bottle caps, 10 bottle caps. And we'll see what else we can find around. I've had a few requests to do just sort of rambling videos, to not really focus on any of the story and just sort of tell stories of my own. I guess I should ask that in the poll as well, or maybe make that a separate poll as to whether or not anyone wants to hear my rambling stories. So I guess we can give that a try today and see what folks think, if any stories come to mind. I prefer more organic storytelling than trying to force one to fit the occasion, so we'll see what stories pop into my head. And if I have a second poll up there, let me know if that sort of off-the-cuff storytelling is something you want to see or hear. I think some folks put my videos on in the background just to listen to, and that's perfectly fine. You all are welcome to use them for your enjoyment, whether you're listening or watching. But I suppose telling random stories would be appropriate for that. What is that? That right there. Looks like a giant engine. Jet engine or something. Or rocket engine. Or something. No, it definitely looks like a rocket engine. That is something that I am thinking about with great joy. There is Okay, rocket engine to space. There's the mental leap that I just went through. In Fallout lore, there is, I believe, there are some battles on the moon, and I'm not nearly up on the lore enough to know how the battles went. But I do know that there were, if you like look in the Museum of Freedom and Concord here in Fallout 4, you'll even see part of a mural of like a you know, like a space-suited soldier, I believe, and Fallout 3 in, were they calling it the Smithsonian? Basically it was the Smithsonian. Air and space, you could see more and hear more of the story, I believe, of fighting on the moon. But there is another game that is from roughly 98 that's being redone by a company named Rebellion called Battlezone. They're calling it the Battlezone Redo, and Battlezone has a much longer history. I think I talked about it a bit in the Q&A video. But it is sort of Cold War centered. So the Cold War is going on in the Earth and the sides aren't fighting, but on the moon and in space they actually are fighting, and they're fighting over an alien resource. What do we have here? The magical floating cigarettes. But yeah, I loved that game back in 98. And I am so excited that it's coming back out again. Whoa, hello there. Goodbye. Wow, it was legendary. Safecracker's metal left arm. Increases size of sweet spots while picking locks. And 2 bottle caps. But yeah, Battlezone, very, very excited for that. It's a strategy game. It's real-time strategy that can be played from first person or from your typical RTS view, and it was a beautiful hybrid even back then. It was an amazing game, very underappreciated. So much you could do with it, and I do believe if you come here for the first time to this checkpoint, you would find some power armor here. So for those who like to hunt for power armor, this position is one in which you would find it. And we can take a quick look at the map. This is the Mass Pike Interchange, and that is the Greater Mass Blood Clinic, Forest Grove March, and the Poseidon Reservoir. But very excited about Battlezone, so we will be seeing that on the channel, and couldn't be more excited about that. And plus, with the Fallout theme and the, as I said, the battles on the moon, it just feels almost like a perfect dovetail of, you know, almost like a DLC. But blue glowy something over here. I guess the mushrooms. And when we do get to that game, Battlezone, I will have many stories to tell. What is that? Is that where we were earlier? Or is that a different place? Caution. Okay. What kind of caution? I switched out the scope on my assault rifle to this short recon scope. It has a better, wider field of view, and it does mark targets. Some buff out. But pretty much this assault rifle is my go-to weapon. Ah, I know where we are. If you've never been here before, this is part of a military complex called Fort Hagen, and you would also be able to find power armor if, you know, you were wandering around a military base. If we're just going to be running into rad roaches. I don't want to waste my 5.56... What on earth was that? 5.56 rounds. That's interesting. Gunfire in the distance. I could have sworn that Fallout used to reload your weapons when you put them away and took them back out, but it doesn't appear to do that anymore. Which is fine, it just, that's a change I didn't notice until just now. Something is around here. There is one place in the world, I think, where there's an actual tank. I don't know if this is it or not. I'm pretty sure. Sometimes my memory plays tricks on me. But, which is kind of a new thing. My memory used to be exceptional, and it's not as exceptional as it used to be. Before, I think, before things went wrong for me, I think all my memories are intact, but I'm not 100% sure. It's one of the things about starting to have memory problems is you're not sure what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. But, mostly I think it's still intact. Wow. Tough dogs. I've known others who've had memory problems, and I think one of the hardest things is it can make you very angry because you don't understand why you don't know the thing you should know, because you know you should know a thing, you just don't know why you don't know the thing. And when this first started happening, I got caught up in that a little bit, but I learned, along with many other things, the less you let it get to you, the less damage it actually does. So if you know, have always had an excellent memory, then when things don't really come back like they used to, don't get too upset about it. I'm not going senile, I'm not quite that old, or what do they call it now, dementia. This is due to my own personal condition. But, so anyway, sometimes if I say something in comments, or if I make a promise to do a video or something, don't be offended if I don't get to it. I may just not remember, and it's okay to remind me. I don't mind. And since I really do love making videos for you guys, you know, please feel free to remind me if I don't get to it. I guess sometimes I get stubborn, and I've tried to write things down and, you know, have places to write things down, but then I've forgotten that they exist. That can be a problem too. But in general, I think I remember pretty well, but there are times when I don't, and I can't really predict or tell you even when they've happened. I'm not trying to bring anybody down. I just want y'all to know that if I forget things, it's really not a personal thing. It's just that I can't always remember. So since we're telling stories and talking about stuff, I thought I'd let you know, hey, there's the glowing sea out in the distance. So some things I can still remember fairly well. Like I remember poetry. I think I've remembered some in the past on some of the earlier Fallout Let's Plays. I don't remember which ones I did though, or I've recalled. Probably the one that I remember the best is Shelley's. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect, and her eyes thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired that nameless grace which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. And on that cheek, and o'er that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, and tell of days of goodness spent. A mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. I got one word wrong, I think, maybe two. But, not too bad, I think. Maybe. Or maybe my memory's lying to me and I messed up the whole thing. But looks like I got that fusion core already. Hello. What are you? Guess we'll find out the old-fashioned way. That's nice. You just relax there, Mr. Deathclaw. You're in the perfect spot. Is this Shelley too? So we'll go no more roving so late into the night, though the heart be still as loving and the moon be still as bright, for the soul outwears the breast. Yeah. Sword outwears the sheath, and the soul outwears the breast. The heart must pause to breathe, and love itself have rest. So we'll go no more roving. Nope, I guess I don't remember all that one. Oh well. Oh, another Deathclaw. Not as significant of a one as the last one, though. I think Shelley is my favorite, although I like Alexander Pope as well, and his essay on criticism. 'Tis hard to say if greater want of skill come in writing or in judging ill, but of the two less dangerous the offense to tire our minds than mislead our sense. And if you ever had need of justification for wanting to write your own stories, to tell your own stories, just remember Alexander Pope's essay on criticism, and you will have an inspirational piece like none other, and an excellent way to keep the critics at bay, at least a defensive bastion for yourself. Another red rocket. Let's take a peek in this one. And switch to our 10. Take the duct tape and the aluminum can. Nine plasma cartridges, 10 bottle caps, a Wake Master alarm clock, 9 bottle caps. Trash bin with 50 bottle caps and a shotgun shell. Buff out. And a starry night in Fallout. There's the moon. Okay, hang on a second. It's moving, isn't it? I mean, I know we're shaking. Okay, let's try the hold your breath deal. The moon is definitely moving. That is really pretty cool. I mean, I know the time of day changes, but I never noticed that before. I was kind of wondering if we'd be able to see any scars of the battles on the moon, but it doesn't look like it. This is a longer range recon scope. Huh. I wonder what's up there. Lighting that tree. Probably just some fungus, but you never know. We just came from that general vicinity though, didn't we? Or did we? Oh yeah, that was that glowing bit of irradiation. I guess, just radiation. What do I hear? Ah, sparks. Good thing it wasn't a snake, it would have bit me. Hey, look at that. Power armor I haven't actually found yet. XO1, nice. Nice, that will, between this and my other set, I'll finally have, I think I was missing a leg or two. Outstanding. Well, let's whip into the fusion core list and see which one is the most used up. 49, looks like it's probably the one. Where did that one go? There it is. And we'll definitely be taking these Huggies and whatever else you got behind the register. Outstanding. I have a helmet for it already. Have everything except a couple of legs. That's awesome. And someone's probably saying, can you open your map? Mass Fusion Disposal, Natick Police Department, Federal Supply Cache. And we're here. Okay, and definitely I'm hitting a quick save on this. There is a Deathclaw up there. Let's say hi. It's a mythic Deathclaw. Maybe he can come a little closer and make this easier for me. Yeah, throwing dirt from there isn't going to help you. Come on. Bouncing around is not going to help you either. 2 bottle caps, Deathclaw meat, and Deathclaw hand. Sure, we'll take those as celebration of finding some XO1. I wonder if there are any fusion cores around here. There's usually a stand, maybe an ammo box somewhere. No, I don't see anything. In a unique situation like this, ooh, wait, wooden crate with Radaway, don't need the antifreeze bottle. When you have power armor like this that doesn't have a helmet, you also don't have your Pip-Boy light. I've been trying to turn it on to look around for an ammo box that might have some fusion cores in it, but without the helmet, you're out of luck. I could pop out of the armor, but I'm afraid it will disappear on me. Alrighty, folks. I think we will probably draw this episode of Wandering with or Rambling with Checkers to a close. Maybe we'll just gaze up at the moon for the closing bit here. And so I would like to say once again that we have at least one poll, maybe two, to see if this has been a sort of video that you've enjoyed, and to know if you really want to listen to my ramblings or not. And if you've gotten this far, then please, I encourage you, vote in the polls and let me know, because they are by far the most clear way for me to know how you feel about this stuff. And as far as I know, there are no hidden ads or anything in the cards. If you click on my cards, they're just links to my videos or polls. So if you're concerned about that, please don't be. At least, like I said, as far as I know. So once again, this has been Checkers with another Fallout 4 video. And I would like to remind you that I have a Twitter link in the description of the video and on my channel main page. If you're on mobile, it's on my channel About page. Also, if you look in the upper right hand corner, you will find that small letter I with the white circle around it. These are the cards, and that's where the polls will be. And I may or may not link this to the Let's Play episode. Oh, let's just do it because why not? So that if you saw the Let's Play, you could either watch this, or if you wanted to watch this, you could maybe check out that Let's Play later. I would like to thank you for watching. I hope you found the video entertaining and maybe just a little teeny tiny bit informative. I would like to invite you to subscribe and ask you to please take care.